All right.
Welcome back to another movie review.
Another movie review podcast, right?
So we watched LadyKillers, and when I say LadyKillers, I mean not the really shitty Coen Brothers remake. I mean the original film.
Wow,
British
you
film.
already got us demonetized with that swearing.
Yeah.
I'm playing. We
I
can't.
think we already swore in the last few ones, anyways.
Yeah, but it's like in the first 30 seconds, I think.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. We need a certain amount of subscribers to get monetized, anyways. So. But, anyways, right? You're right, Jake. We watched The LadyKillers, directed by Alexander McKendrick, who we've also seen.
Directed. What was it called? Oh, it was.
Remember?
I know you remember.
Yes, Sweet Smell of Success.
That's right.
Which I
must
thoroughly enjoyed.
Yes, I must say that one probably was. They're very, very different. I must say that one was probably better, but both very good.
Yes, I really liked Sweet Smell of Success. This one, LadyKillers, it was alright. I liked it. It was good.
I still thought it was really good, not as good as the other one.
I thought it was good. I didn't think it was really good.
It was different,
Definitely different. Definitely, I mean, to contrast, definitely a big contrast from the Sweet Smell of Success to this film, The LadyKillers. Felt like it was a very. I got vibes of, for some reason, I can't believe I'm blanking on the name. What's the film? Oh yeah, Mary Poppins. I don't know why, but the set design, the production design, very similar.
Yes, I actually agree. It's so. I mean, I think
all those types of movies.
Yeah,
it's
very like
production.
It's really studio. It's a studio because everything's very
studio-esque.
It doesn't look like it was shot on location at all. It's like
definitely.
Her house is in such a weird location. It's just you would probably never see that.
What always gets me is like corner stores.
Yeah.
Showing the stores, it's hard to get those right if you're on a set because they look so fake.
Yeah.
It's just hard to do that. But I mean, the movie itself. How I whenever I think back to it, I always think of the ending. This crazy ending, like everybody dies.
Yeah, it's not what you expected.
Everybody dies. You know who's really
it's
good?
Like, and then there were none. Everyone died.
Exactly, and the lady.
She survived.
She survives, and nobody believes her that all these robbers came and they all disappeared. They came to her lodgings. They all disappeared by their own stupidity. Oh my goodness, that one, the big guy. Because like in this movie, it did a good job of making you want them to get away with it.
Yeah.
Get away with the crime.
Yeah, you were rooting for that.
I was so mad when he tried to pull the bag,
know.
And all the money fluttered out of the bag. I was like, oh my goodness. You messed up big time.
So they all died because of that. Just because of that, everybody died in the film. I was reading for them as well, but that just caused everything. Just that little
Incy bitsy mistake. Not even.
Little bit of just whatever the hell that material was gets stuck in the door.
And he has the gall to just keep trying to pull it out of the door.
Yeah.
In between the door and the exterior wall. I don't even know what to call that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what the material was. What's the material? Just
what? Of the bag? What are bags made out of? I do not know.
They're made out of cloth. No. Some bags are some.
Not important.
Forget about it.
But I mean, when it came to the film, it was. I was thinking, this would be an interesting technique if because you know how at the end of the movie, they were all saying, oh, one of us needs to kill her because she found out that we stole the money.
Yeah.
And they can't, they don't have the balls to do it.
Yeah.
It would have been, wouldn't it have been so funny and so, like, just game change, like, very, like, just, if one was like, okay, I'll do it, just takes a gun and just shoots her point blank.
I know.
Because it would have just broken up the atmosphere of that movie that had been going on up until that point. A very, like, even when they're robbing the policeman, it's very...
Just very light.
Right? Very light, very fluffy. I don't know what to say.
They can't...
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it would be funny. Well, the movie's, like, old. It's 1955 or something.
Right.
They couldn't just shoot her in the head and a bunch of blood.
But what if it was like that? If it was like that done today.
Yeah.
Where you got the same, like, cinematography. It was made in, like, Technicolor or Deluxe.
Right.
And then right.
Just shot her.
But then the whole like in Meat Canyon with the lasagna.
Oh my god.
How the whole animation changes. Yeah. Same thing for the film. The whole setting, whole lighting changes and everything.
Yeah.
The whole cinematography changes. I wonder if someone's done that before.
Yeah. If anyone is wondering what Meat Canyon is, it's just a YouTube channel.
With cartoons.
Yeah, it's just a cartoon animation channel. I'm not going to talk.
They do parodies of, pop culture.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk much
cartoons.
About it. Not going to talk much about it, but it's...
Go check it out.
Yeah.
Right. But what else? I mean, the ending was dragged out, I must say so. That's what I thought. Yet it was what sticks out to me in my mind. The ending, or the lead up to the ending, that whole sequence.
Yeah.
But and the old lady,
yeah,
she was a good actress.
She was, and I like that character.
You know who she reminded me of? My own grandma, our own grandma.
You think so? Which
mom's side?
No.
Do you
little bit?
Do you get where I'm coming from?
I think in some ways, yeah.
Just not as a bad character trait, but just overly generous.
Sometimes, yeah.
Just making sure, just repeatedly asking.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad trait. It just shows that you're very caring and very loving. An example is in the film when she's talking about tea. Would you like some tea?
And then she comes up many times.
The robbers they memorize what she's about to say before she says it. Because she says it so many times. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. No, they did. And then like when they keep on having to go back to their instruments. Because she comes up.
Right.
She's like, "Would you guys want to play before we?" Oh, remember right before he spilled all the money? Mm-hmm. She's like, "Oh, it's too bad you didn't get to play. Only in a few minutes. I'll come."
Really, that's what she said.
I think
I couldn't make that out.
Something like that. Something.
All right, but earlier in the film, she asks the big guy, "Oh, where did you study?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I was self-taught. Just picked it up one day." And
yeah. I don't remember that, but when she was talking about the music.
Mm-hmm. The first time they quote unquote played.
Why didn't you just say like, I don't know, the University of Berlin or something like that?
That's like the best school, right? I feel like Berlin. I feel like I've heard that that's a good school.
Maybe you should not have said that in the 1950s, but University of, I don't know, Oxford or something. Oxford University.
Oxford University, study of music. Whatever.
University of London. I don't know.
I don't know. He plays the stereotypical big, slow guy.
Almost. Now this is kind of far fetched, but another character that's sort of, cast in the same ways. And I don't know if I would say similar, but it was the Princess Bride, the giant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They put that. It's a stereotype. I mean, it's same Of Mice. Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
Right. Although Lenny was even they admitted he was like in special needs.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Or he had something, but he was, I think at least, but Well,
I didn't know that, but
I think he's a little bit more, you know.
yes, I mean when it comes to the gang of people of the gang of men who are participating in the robbery, you have Peter Sellers, who his part his actor his he didn't really stand out to me. Much.
I mean, they.
When was this made again?
1955, I think.
Wow, so he was young in his career.
Yeah, he was born in 1925, I think.
Wow, so he was 30.
Yeah, so I think what they did when they killed everyone off is they killed the most common characters first, then the most common. First, they killed the sort of shy guy with the mustache, right?
Right.
Yeah. Then they killed off Peter Sellers. Then they killed off the big guy, I think. And then they killed off who I always thought he was very French looking, but the guy with like the hat, you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Like
forgot.
The guy who was like he had the hat on. He was like I think he was like the expert or something. Not the expert, but like. And with the second to last guy who died, I always thought he was French looking.
French looking.
There was only 5 guys.
Was he the guy who was very irritated by
the woman originally? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that guy. I remember.
Yeah.
Who had the feud with? Who was the first person who came to the bed and breakfast?
Wait. When was the bed and breakfast?
Like the woman's.
Oh yeah.
Woman's motel, hotel, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Do you know the actor's name? Like, isn't Alec Guinness in this? Who is Alec Guinness in the movie?
I think, is he the main guy? Like the guy with white hair or something?
That's who I'm talking about.
I think so. I may be wrong, but
he
is the main character.
He's a good actor, basically. Whoever he is.
Yeah.
And he really, there's times where he gives me goosebumps. Like, he can be creepy.
You know what? That was a really weird moment. Like, sort of towards the beginning.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right when the
he just turns around.
Dude, that's creeped me out.
I know, that was like that's probably scarier than like if you see that in a horror film, because in a horror film it's like you're supposed to be scared like that, but not in this.
So. And I was thinking to myself while I was watching that, saying to myself, what is he going to do? Oh my god. The French looking guy, he set him off wrong.
Yeah.
But then that's when the woman came in saying, would you like some tea or whatever. Yeah. Whatever she was saying. But so he creeped me out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then at the beginning as well, the whole movie, it's not scary. It really gives off the feeling of...
It was just that weird part.
It's comedic.
Yeah.
It's comedic. Yeah. It gave me the creeps a little bit, heebie-jeebies, but it was still comedic. At least
for me, it was
at the end of the day.
One part.
But right when I think it was the French-looking guy.
Yeah.
Is trying to shoot him.
Yeah.
He was kind of being a little creepy as well.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah, he was. That was probably. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't at his best in terms of acting at that.
Oh, you don't think so?
I think he was best just when he was talking to all of them. I feel like there he was just. I feel like there he was just your typical. I don't know how to put it. Like your typical guy, like bad guy.
Bad guy. I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
that's my opinion.
I would have to agree with that, because I can definitely see that.
Yeah, it's still good acting. It's good. It's well acted throughout the film.
Right. No, it is, and it's a solid movie, and it's crazy to think that it was the same director who made Sweet Smell of Success, because the dialogue is drastically.
It's all different.
Drastically different.
Basically, the entire movie is different, really. Is there any similarity, you think?
No, I don't think so. You would never know it was Alexander McKendrick who made LadyKillers if you saw Sweet Smell of Success, or vice versa. But I think that's all I really had to say about the film. Would you like to add anything else?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's about as different as you can get as far as the time period goes and Sweet Smell of Success. He made this one before Sweet Smell of Success, so you have to look at it that way too.
Right.
So I think that probably makes a little bit more sense than if he made Sweet Smell of Success before this film, just because I feel like he wouldn't really go from that to a comedy like this, more like this, to more,
serious tone.
Serious, fast talking.
I guess so, yes.
It's one of the fast talking movie.
Very fast talking, yes. That was very fast talking. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time.
See you.